working from home. Is this my topic? I
Yeah,
think so.
that's yours.
Yeah.
That's yours.
Okay. So since the pandemic hit Manila, and since the pandemic is actually widespread, or the COVID-19 is actually widespread as of this moment, working remote is actually one of the solution that everyone can see and had been doing. Working remote is actually quite fine. I actually quite enjoyed it, but there's an issue regarding it. It's called a cabin fever, if you know that. It's just
Okay.
the eagerness to go out. It's just the eagerness to go to places. Um,
Yeah.
yeah. For us developers and programmers out there, working home or working remote is just normal. For those gamers, it's just normal. But for
Yeah, true.
some, it's not. It's not, dude. There's actually quite an issue regarding this because, as you mentioned earlier, some of them is actually complaining regarding a mental issue. Yeah. So, do you have a specific working remote experience?
Well, there was supposed to be one, but you know, well, to be honest, before I even accepted my responsibility in my past employment, I had this one already pending, and it was already a good crap, you know.
Hmm.
But I Yahoo just considered one of their emails as a spam, which was very wrong
No. Hi.
because yeah, I mean we've been exchanging emails already, but why all of a sudden Yahoo considered it as a spam? But anyways, this responsibility is also a web development job.
Oh, that's nice.
15, yeah, it's already good pay, you know. They said they are willing to still hire me even though I don't know the framework. It was Code Igniter, but they were willing. That was supposed to be my remote job, but yeah, I didn't push through because I didn't see the offer letter. Yeah,
Okay.
there's no going back now.
Other thing regarding working remote, there's this mention, and I think I've also mentioned this to some of my colleagues in work. The working remote has its limits, and you're eventually going to reach burnout. Because staying at home for quite a long time is not good. Um, if you're going to take a look at my current job, I do sit 8 hours a day. I tend to go to a restroom, take a bath, or buy food. But as of this moment, I think I've been sitting steadily for almost a day.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's not actually a good stress levels. I think it's manageable, but it's just the cabin fever that we actually need to address. Some say that they have panic attacks. I think it's about claustrophobic um experience, something like that. Maybe if they're living in a small apartment or a small
yeah.
room. I think it's quite um considerate for that matter. Yeah, but it's actually October. Are we still updated regarding the coronavirus or not?
Well, here in Baguio, it was shocking actually. Plus 62 active cases in just one day or 1 week.
Yeah.
It's still at large here in the Philippines, but not as large as before. So I guess that's good.
Maybe it's good. Weekly cases. I've gone to the website of DOH, the Department of Health here in the Philippines. Weekly cases by date is actually growing, but it's actually having a downslide as of October 1st. So I think that's good. Cases. Highest one, Metro Manila.
Of
Over
course.
168,173 cases. Provinces, I think Baguio is not listed.
Right.
For
Yeah.
yeah, I think you're good.
But yeah, of course, it is of expectation of the Manila that they would have the highest cases because it's Manila.
Yeah, we still have a
It's
lot.
Manila.
Still have a lot of people roaming around and not observing the protocols. That's the reason why.
Hmm.
So, what are your thoughts regarding working remote? Should we still do a full um, working remote or a work from home type of thing, or should we go back to the offices, something like that?
Well, working from home for me is just okay, but I think it would be okay also to work at home then work at office. I'm not really sure actually. Well, it's like this. If you're a person that really hates other people and don't wants their BS because it might be that you can control your temper and you might kill them when you see them, work from home is really an option. In addition, if if you have responsibilities at home or you need a girlfriend to suck your dick while you're working, or you have a baby to take care to, or what else? But just, errands at home that you need to attend to.
Yeah,
Then, yeah, working from home is totally okay. But working at the office is also okay because you get to see a lot of people. Some of them you hate, some of them you love, of course. And socializing, yeah, it's actually important to socialize also. From my experience, um, I did go a bit crazy because I'm starting to talk to myself. Well, not to the extent that I'm like Mr. Robot or Elliot. What's his last name? Elliot Giles,
uh,
Gilas. I don't know.
Mr. Robot.
Yeah, the Elliot. That kind of craziness is, yeah. I never reached that shit. But yeah, socializing and better communication when you're at the office,
Yeah,
and then fast responsiveness. Yeah, totally better communication. And yeah, that's the advantage of working at the office, new environment, socialization, and what else? What did I mention? Better communication.
yeah, better communication. Yeah, for an ambivert like me, because introvert is actually okay with this situation. Extrovert,
Yeah.
I don't think so. For ambivert like me, I always tend to, or I love mingling with people. I love talking and communicating with people, but I always tend to be with myself because after work I would really love to be on my own and not talk about work, something like that. So yeah, it's a plus plus. It's a bonus.
Yeah. Well, how do you say this? I think I prefer really work at the office. Well, I really prefer work at the office because most especially when you work in an IT, you work in a team, you don't work alone.
Yeah,
And whenever you need help, you may be a trainee or you may be a hidden trainee. Like you're in a very professional, but you're just a trainee, like what happened last time to me. But working at the office will really help you a lot instead of working remotely. Well, that depends if you're already old, and you're like the super professional. Like, no one can beat you at your game. You're the main crap of the company. You're the asset. Yeah, work from home can really be an option if that's the case.
Yeah. And for my principle regarding work and office and personal life, I think I would rather to separate my work place to my you know home or house, because
Yeah,
it's much better off have a separate place on working, because you really need to focus on work if you're talking about
yeah,
work. And if you're out of work, for example, your shift is done or your project is done, you can just think about your personal stuff and not be worried about any work stuff. So yeah, I think we really need to separate those things out. As you can see here at my back, there's a two monitors. So yeah, I'm currently working from home. It's good. I have nothing to complain about. They also provided my internet connection, so it's a plus.
yeah. But I don't know with you, but when I'm at home and then I want to study, because yeah, sometimes I'm really serious into studying, but when you do alt tab and then oh shit, there's my game.
Oh yeah, it's actually an issue for me because since this I'm currently working from home, my bed is the back there. Um,
Mhm.
During shift time, if I wasn't able to get enough of sleep, I'm having trouble. I'm actually dozing off, but I do have a secret technique on how to stay up all night. Just drink 6 cup of coffee, and you're good.
And possibly die earlier.
Yeah, and possibly die earlier due to the circulatory disease and such stuff, heart disease,
Yeah.
diabetes, or just die. All right. I think that's it for the working remote topic that we
Yeah.
have. Moving on to the next topic,